just knows what it wants. Will I go back to the place where I belong? Everyone could break my heart, but I try my best to not fall apart. And I found it hard to let go. The memories keep me together. Gotta fight till the end, no pressure, no pressure. And I find it hard to say no to the ones who want something better, to the ones who never say never. You'll be my pleasure. I got nothing to be scared of, because where people live, there is always love. I know the answers in my heart, so I'll try my best to not fall apart. And I found it hard to let go. The memories keep me together. Gotta fight till the end, no pressure, no pressure. And I find it hard to say no to the ones who want something better, to the ones who never say never. Will you be my pleasure? Find it hard to let go. Memories keep me together. Gotta fight till the end, no pressure, no pressure. And I find it hard to can run away and leave this world behind. Please just take me home to a castle in the sky. Castle in the sky. Castle in the sky. Won't you take me home?
There we go. I forgot to re-enable it. I have to disable the microphone while that's running. How's everyone? Yo, Vawzenn, Demi, Froggo. How's everyone doing? Ah, straight away. It's doing my job for me. Love the work. Who the hell is brother? Dementor's power of deduction or match, yeah, for real. Like, give it Sherlock, the regular Sherlock Holmes of Scuffcord. Yo, Owen, how's the crack? How's the crack? It's just the same. It's just the same, bro. But yeah, I will not advocate that you try it once, purely because I've heard it's rather Moorish, Owen. So I will leave the reservations to you. Mozu, how you doing, brother? Wands? Shaqy wants wands. Shaqy is here. Let's go. Yeah, I'm pretty good. Yeah, pretty chilling for a Monday. is the first day of the week, so it should still be fresh, even though I don't feel it. But, you know, it is what it is. It's one of those times. I should probably turn my light on, to be honest, because otherwise the screen lights up my face and I end up with the memes that circulate around this server. Ones it is. We'll lock that in then. Let's go. Looks like we're starting the game with the ones. Oh, what's the prediction looking like for this one as well? This will be interesting. 500 versus 410. So pretty split overall. Pretty well split. Who's in favour of? People are slightly favouring Speedrun right now. Is there not that much currency floating around among the people in the channel currently? Or are people just, as someone, or a lot of people who are currently here lost an absolute load of channel points on recent bets? The biggest one I've definitely seen was Merz's team versus Wolftick. That had a good 5k on it, split between the two teams. Good 5 or 6k, I reckon. See Wiz now just looking to pop the ball a couple of times. Shaq a little bit too late to challenge, and he was too close to the play. Wiz with a flick over the top to open the scoring for this first one. Roll it closer. Actually, skip some stuff that I need to. See Wiz now taking full advantage of the kickoff win, but shot. Shaq able to get around it, tries to launch the ball over the top of Wiz, but it is well wide. Wiz will just shadow close by as Shaq just delivers the ball to him. Wiz now up high, but he's dropped that one down low. Shaq just attempts to funnel him off into the corner while collecting the boost and the ball. Wiz staying close to the play here, looking to get around Shaq, but Shaq removes him from the field. Good spawn from Wiz though, really calculated from him. And a good flick as well. Shaq again just caught a little bit too close to Wiz. Wiz just flicks the ball past him with too much momentum for Shaq to chase down. Strong kickoff from Wiz. He's going to have full force going into this. You see the pre-flip coming out into the reset, but the shot's wide. It looked good from Wiz, but the final product's just falling short of perfect. Shaq now looking to try and open his account with an early shot. He's now looking for a demo on Wiz. Wiz avoids it pretty well, but he's not able to get the shot away, and he will just about get a recovery. No, Shaq's bumped him out, and surely Shaq will score his first. He will. Well done by Shaq to counter Wiz. Good bump in the corner. Wiz, though, has definitely had the domination of the kickoff so far. Challenged by Shaq, though, just baiting the ball out from Wiz. Good pinch from Wiz, though. He's got no more boost to work with. If Shaq gets this away, he does. Wiz will be with boost, but on the back foot a little bit. Shaq just popping it forwards, and he's got an opening here, but he's not really connected with that the way he wanted, but Wiz helps it on its way. Tragic from Wiz. Just missed on the backflip, and then this touch here just helped the ball on its way. Wiz might have been able to get to it again if it weren't for that pre-flip touch. And Shaq levels us up. Kickoff. I think this is the first clean kickoff that Shaq has won. He's going to try and capitalise here on it, but he is in the corner. It's not really where you want to be as the attacking player. But Wiz has no boost. Shaq now trying to punish him for staying too close to the ball. Wiz does well to keep the ball away from Shaq at the moment, but that's a good shot from Shaq. Wiz rooted on the goal line with no momentum behind him, and Shaq takes the lead for the first time in this one's match. How's everyone else's Monday been? Everyone been decent? Again, win. Resuming scheduled program of kickoff wins, and he looks to pop the ball over the top shot. What a save from Shaq, but he gets stuck on the post, and Whiz will have it back again. Ah, very, very cute, Dementor. You'll win no points with me, though. I will retain my neutrality. Whiz finds himself level again. Hey, Jerome, how you already? The V Express. Bruh. Now with the flip down, trying to catch Shaq off with a bit of speed, but he challenges on the corner. Not a good thing to do, and Shaq is surely going to score. Again, he is. Shaq has his fourth and retakes the lead. Because it's shorter, Casper, I think. That's the only reasoning behind it, is because it's not an extended one. It's just a short one, and I think it's got a shorter timer on it as well. So it's not as obnoxious for us streamers to hear. Just a little bruh, as opposed to some of the larger ones. Shaq now flexing a little bit here as he pops the ball up high. Whiz challenges off towards the middle, but Shaq just pops it into the near corner. To score his fifth, and he wins this kickoff pretty convincingly. He's going to swipe the boost as well. He looks to affect a sixth, defended out by Whiz, but Shaq still has control of this ball now as he pops it once. Looks for a challenge from Whiz, gets it, but Whiz does well to keep himself behind the ball and will capitalise and bring himself back within one. It's been a good comeback by Shaq after being behind for the first 3 exchanges. Surely we measure them by time. I've no idea. I'll be honest, I had nothing to do with the setting up or pricing of these things. Oh, well done from Shaq though. Whiz gets around it and tries to punish Shaq's positioning, but the shot comes wide. Shaq does have the boost and he has the ball, but Whiz has managed to get back. He's not able to get it around. Oh, but he does pop it around Whiz this time. And scores his sixth and reopens the lead back to 2. Just a little shimmy to the side to take Whiz out of the game. Whiz was struggling for boost on his way back. And Shaq scores his 6th. It's now the side wall, but the ball goes low for him. He gets deprived of boost as well. He's going to stay with this ball though. Very brave from Whiz, and he may get rewarded for it. No, he won't. Shaq takes him off the field, wipes him off the map, and reclaims this ball now. He knows that Whiz is the one who has to make the play. Takes his time a little bit. Whiz though going to struggle to get around this ball. Oh, Shaq just gets there a little too early. Cops a bump from Whiz. And is there any hope for Wizard of Oz? Yeah, he's done pretty well in the one scene. I think Shaq has actually taken the majority of the ones in this team's games since he rejoined them. And he's doing a job for him here, a really solid job. See him up by 1 goal, 6-5. Whiz does send that away, but Shaq has done his job in game number 1. Yeah, I think he's taken even on his old team, I think he's taken the majority of the 1 series, has Shaq, and he's produced some pretty good results for himself, has to be said. Whiz has it all to do now. Terpos looms, waiting to take the field in the 2s. Shaq hasn't lost one, has he not? Yeah, I know he's. I know. I've streamed Shaq's games. I think I streamed one of Shaq's games for his old team, his starting team, and I think I've streamed his games. This is my second stream of his new team. And yeah, I'm sure Shaq has done all of the ones in the games that I've streamed. In the games I've streamed of his. Yeah, I think you might be right, Riz. I'm not sure if he has lost a one series yet. He has been a scary player to come up against in the ones for the lower seed. Do we have an Elms? I don't know if Terpos was saying, oh, that's unlucky from Shaq, but Whiz will take it however we got. He won for Scorgams and Whiff, I think. Yeah, I've done both of his games. I've done all three of his games, I think. Not mistaken. Or I've done 3 out of his 4 games, if this is his 4th.
Bruh.
Bruh. Good pop, though, from Shaq. Getting another one on the cards. Sorry, Whiz. Getting another one on the cards. Bruh. Make sure that a couple of things are right. Yeah, appears to be right. As we get back into this, Riz popping it high on the sidewall. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. Riz, is Elms around in case Terpos has issues? Shaq just running this one downfield. Just catching Wiz out on a little bit of an overcommit. I'm not sure, Terpos mentioned it earlier, but I'm not sure whether he said that he had been in contact with Elms or whether he was asking us whether we had been in contact with Elms. Just in case, because Terpos is still not confident with his internet issues, and has just asked me about the sub situation. Well, he just asked me before the game about the sub situation before we get started, in case his internet decides to crack the shits. See, Shaq, no, now he's actually missed it. He squished it onto the post, and Wiz is going to drive it away. Shaq does take the boost, but Wiz just knocks the ball around him. I don't think Wiz has got any boost to play with. Shaq trying to be a absolute pest here, popping the ball up, but yeah, cheers, Rizza. That'd be awesome. You can check it out. Just in case, as Terpos has still got concerns. Flip come out from Wiz. He's going to have to do a lot of work to get back. He still holds the lead right now. You see Shaq just popping around him and just go for the little tap, but it was wide again. Shaq has been agonisingly close in 2 of his. Sorry guys, you're not available to sum for Terp. Ah, that's a massive shame. I know you and Shaq would have an absolute. I know you and Shaq would have an absolute whale of a time drop. It has to be said. See Wiz now looking for the bump on Shaq, but he's actually let Shaq go a little bit, and he's going to concede. He lost all of his momentum. Nobody else for Terpos. You're all lining up to sub for Terpos. I'll sub for Shaq. Brown Stickman coming in with the opposite direction to where the rest of chat is going. Shaq isn't available. Why is this not Shaq playing? Is this Terpos who's actually playing the ones now? There's a Shaq impossible. See Shaq pop it down now and catch Wiz out again. Just bodies the ball in the corner and works his way downfield. Wiz not able to recover in time. This is Brown in the ones, is it? Oh, Jesus. Whiz. Draws the 50, but he's going to have to pick up boost first to effect some sort of a play on this ball. Tries to pop it off the side, looking for Shaq to go. Shaq does go, but Whiz used a lot of boost on that play. Misses out on the sidewall, and Shaq is just going to run it down the field. The 4-time NBA world champ. Can we fact check that? Is that accurate? Was he a 4-time champ? I have no idea about the NBA. Less than no interest. I just want to fact check Brown there a little bit. Elms is available. Yeah, no, it is funny that Americans call several of their sports world champions when, like, they're only champions of that league in America. It is rather funny. Shaq now just trying to draw the 50 from Whiz. Whiz does get it around him, but he has to avoid the bump, and as such has been drawn to the side. Good wave dash from Shaq though, keeps the pressure back on, but he's stuck a little bit too close to this, and Whiz's shot not as convincing as he would have liked. He hit it right into the place that Shaq was. Good shadow from Whiz, but he is going to have to retreat here and grab some boost. Shaq in a dangerous spot, just pops it over the top of an early challenge from Whiz, and Shaq has his 5th. Shaq has been very good right now. He has had Whiz's number so far, and it will be some comeback for Whiz to take this from Shaq. This is a big kickoff for him. He elects to go for the fake kickoff. Good shot from Whiz though. There's one. Needs another good kickoff here now. See him Shaq just challenge a little bit too early at the wrong point. Whiz does well to knock that down. I'll have to take your word for it, Brown. I know nothing about that. NBA USA. That's less of a problem with what I was just curious if he was a 4-time champion, whether you had your facts right. But the whole thing about America is less a problem with what you said and more a problem with how America categorizes things like that. Because they do it in the NFL as well. I just wrote random numbers. Because they do it in the NFL as well, Americans. They say, oh, the NFL champions are the football champions of the world. And they're like, okay, sure. But Shaq here is going to take the ones in a sweep. Well played from the Shaq. Let's go. Well played, Shaq. Done really well there. Done really well. Claimed a big early victory for your team. Make a whiff, take the ones, and I assume we're going to go to the 2s. Yep, Dem says we're going to go to the 2s. We will see how it proceeds. United States World Champion first killer. Yeah, for real. Are you going to tell me that you've looked it up, Owen, and it's actually dangerously, scarily close to the actual figure, given the fact that he typed in random numbers? Oh my god. Maybe it's just the fact that he knows a little bit about basketball. Brown, do you actually watch basketball? If you actually watch basketball and keep up with it, then I'd believe that you would possibly be able to get close to the right figure without too much hassle. See Monster get caught out early here with no boost, and Terpos opens his account. It took him all of 11 seconds to do so. Just catches Monster hanging around a little bit too short. Too close even. Kick off Dementor. Oh, Dementor snipes it from the middle. Good kickoff plays from Speedrun to exact the revenge early. Absolute grass cutter from Dementor, 122 Ks, and he has sniped it. Nathan, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. It's been a long time, brother. How you doing? Tries to make Terpos' life a little bit harsher as you see Dem going for a demo. Terpos is pretty well aware of it. Yeah, pretty good man, pretty good. Why did it make it sad? I don't know. Oh, what a shot from Monster though. Monster gets the like reverse 45-degree flick. It was a weird one from Monster. He was sideways on. And you see him just pop the ball over the waiting Terpos, and Speedrun take the lead. Vawzenn now looking to affect a good play on this early kickoff, and Terpos manages just fine. It was an awkward touch from Dementor. Terpos was looming, just swipes the ball over the top of Dementor. Monster didn't read the bounce off the back wall in time. Terpos had no such trouble though. It's a game of swings and roundabouts already. You see the pre-flip come out from Monster as he gets the air dribble, well saved out by Terpos, and beaten Vawzenn already. As Dementor now looks to take the shot, but it is off the backboard. Swipes the boost. They are just trying to deny Terpos any boost or pressure. Vawzenn struggling there. Terpos now on the backboard looking for a challenge on Monster. Monster wins out on that one, but the ball falls into the lap of Vawzenn. Only clears it as far as Dem. Terpos desperate for boost here now, and it's a good pass from Dementor out onto the middle field, and Monster latches onto it. Good work from Dem. Terpos wanted the boost, and he just caught with Monster with too much angle of the net to face, and Monster just pops the ball behind him. Kickoff here, Terpos tries to sneak in an early one, but Monster says no. Needs the boost first, and it's a good challenge. Dem up now, wide from Demi. Gets the elimination though. That Dementor showing up to do what Dementor does. Buys Monster a little bit of time here, but he's given that up. Terpos will probably challenge early. He does. But Monster swipes the boost off him. Terpos going to struggle here. And that is a really dangerous ball given Terpos' boost reserves. Monster up early, gets the beat, and gets the shot. Where's Vawzenn? He does make his way back eventually. See him pop the ball up here now. Just tries to effect a 50 on Demi. It is a convincing 50. Monster up first though. And he tries to just bump Terpos out the way. He does bump Terpos out the way, but not enough. Demi full hard committed to it, and Monster pops it over the top. Trying to frustrate Terpos to no end by moving the ball around the field quickly. So far though, still an even game. Good pre-flip from Terpos, looking for the reset. I think he did get the reset, but he was challenged early. But Vawzenn will clean up and get his name on the score sheet early. It's a good challenge from Dementor, but Monster was running into the corner already. Vawzenn makes it 3-all. He now looks for the pre-flip read, gets the pre-flip read on Monster. This is dangerous position for Speedrun to be in. Vawzenn not quite able to get the centered ball, and Terpos and Vawzenn will retreat. See Monster now, Terpos pop the ball over a challenging Monster. I think he messed up his first touch, but didn't mess up his second touch, and Monster thought he could get a beat. Vawzenn high down the sidewall. Good challenge by Monster though. He pops it down. He's looking for a dribble play, but Vawzenn completely sends it away. Good elimination. Where is Vawzenn? Good save from Vawzenn. It was required. Terpos had been sent to the grave, not for the first time this game. As Monster passes the ball back to Demi. Demi a little bit on the wrong side of that one though, and Monster gets a pre-flip over the top, but he is scrambling, and Terpos has possession of the ball. A massive dom flick comes out from Terpos high off the sidewall, gets a double touch but only out into the corner. Vawzenn now trying to make Monster's life really hard here. Monster cannot have much boost left in the tank. He doesn't, and Terpos pops it high, looking to get the better of Dementor, but they help each other out. Terpos looking for the air dribble cringe. And that is a dangerous centre from Vawzenn though. What a save from Demi. off the corner. And Vawzenn trying to get up high to it, but he's not going to be able to. And Terpos finds the save. It's gone to Demi. What is going on? Terpos finally clears the ball off the corner of both posts in as many seconds on both sides of the field. Vawzenn now off to the side. It's a good beat. Terpos is going to slide it up high, looking for a challenge from Monster. Monster challenges too late, and Terpos' acceleration through the ball. He just got smoked hard, yeah. He did very well to save that, given Terpos' time in the grave. Terpos has had good plays here, good kick-off goal, and they have doubled up on the lead. Monster didn't cheat. Vawzenn very much did, and he punishes hard for it. Good challenge back downfield from Terpos. Dem swipes that boost, but he's struggling to get this ball under control now, and they've just given Vawzenn a routine. What a save from Dem! He didn't have much boost in the tank, but he found a way back with Vawzenn having massive boost advantage. Sorry, Terpos having massive boost advantage. And what a shot from Dem. Good save from Terpos. Monster with the pre-flip. But they've got to hustle here. They need a goal, and then preferably a kickoff goal. As Monster goes high, Vawzenn should be able to catch this. He does catch it. And make a whiff. Take game number 1 in the twos. Speedrun hanging by a thread here. Early in this series, this crew battle. They had already suffered a sweep in the ones. They are staring down the barrel of a sweep in the twos. Was well played by Monster and Dem. They had some good chemistry together, as would be expected of these two. But the power of Terpos, nicely supplemented by Vawzenn, was too much in game number 1. Has there been a perfect sweep? No, there hasn't. I think everyone has at least taken a game in our series. Yeah, I'm sure we might have had one that were someone. We've definitely had a sweep in terms of a couple of times teams have won all 3 game modes. You're probably right. There has been one where the next crew battles I'll make it happen, says Nathan. Let's go. Terpos catching Dem out early. This time it takes him 30 seconds nearly to score his first. Dem just a little far away from the net. Whiff FNDTN won 6-0. Ah, were they not beaten at all? Okay, there you go. That answers your question. Casper, the statistician, here to help us. Shot early from Dem, forces the save from Terpos, but Terpos will still swipe the corner and try and stay close to this ball. Was that J. Cool's team? Was that J. Cool, or was that Funky Subgame? Which Funky Subgame was that? Was that Mers versus Scrappy? Ah, okay, so that was Mers versus Scrappy. Yeah. Right, I know. From Terpos now looking for a beat on Dem. Dem gets a massive 50 though. Vawzenn does well to affect this. Terpos was on the wrong side of the field. It's a dangerous touch from Terpos, but Dem sends it away. Monster looking for the redirect. Can he get the 50? Oh, he was so close. Ball was floating low for Monster. Dem up to the ceiling. Gets a pass through to Monster, but Monster probably not much boost in the tank, I wouldn't think. You see him trying to catch Terpos out, but the early shot doesn't quite do it for him. And what a save from Vawzenn. Had to help Terpos out. Terpos was beaten by the second attempt. See him pop the ball center now, but that's dangerous. Monster's going to clear it. It's wider than he would have wanted. And Vawzenn gets a beat. Sorry, Terpos gets a beat downfield. I keep mistaking Terpos and Vawzenn. and now looking for a beat on Terpos, but Monster pops this one high. Probably not what he would have wanted, and he's going to pay for it with his life. Dem looking for the pass down. I think the pass down was pretty much perfect from Dem, but for Monster being taken off the field. Nah, I'm sorry, but I think me and Riz are in agreement that nothing will beat Zella's absolute monstrosity. Good shot, a good pass in the first full iteration of Full Tilt. That was some disease-inducing shit right there. Zella's car. Oh, then sends Terpos away quite convincingly. Monster now looking for an extra touch here. Does get an extra touch as he caught Terpos out. I think he might have. No, what a save from Terpos. The pre-flip save comes off the post. What's wrong with I Love Golf Girls? And he finally finds his way through. They had to take Terpos off the field. They had to take him off the field, but they found a way back into the game. And it was through Monster, Dem with the elimination. But that, again, they've just been punished so quickly. It's fallen apart again. Dem gets beaten on the kickoff, and Monster just gets caught too close to the ball. And Vawzenn finishes off a pretty fine pass from Terpos. See Dem now trying to pop this one off the corner. Monster helps him out, but he only ends up giving the ball to Vawzenn. Dangerous touch. Dem can't have much boost left in the tank, but Vawzenn actually goes for the demo. Probably had Dem beat for boost there, but Terpos now looking for boost. Dem pops that high. Terpos up early. Vawzenn was up as well, but Terpos calls him off. He affects multiple touches on this ball, swipes the mid boost. What has he got for us here now? Looks for the pop center. Well done by Monster, but it is a good 50 by Terpos still. As he pops this ball high, good 50 by Dem. Monster pops it high, but Terpos is waiting in the wings, gets the reset, looks for the beat over the top of Dem. Good challenge from Dem in the end. Does Monster have much left in the tank? Not sure at this stage, unclear right now. But they are peppering them and hemming them into the corner here. They've got to push if they want to try and get themselves back into this crew battle. Dem trying to get a beat on Terpos, but the angle was too tight. Terpos had it covered the whole way. See Monster now looking for the edge. Looks for the double touch and gets it. What a shot from Monster. Just takes his time. Uses every last shred of boost he had left in the tank. Vawzenn with an awkward challenge and Terpos rooted on the goal. And Monster finds the equaliser. Pop high now from the kickoff, well challenged out by Terpos though. Vawzenn looking super awkward, does get a pass to Terpos, but gets the ball up to Dem. Vawzenn now looking to affect the 50. Oh, Monster's shot just in line with Terpos, and Terpos has just got it through on goal. What happened there? A miscommunication. A little bit of an overcommit from Dementor when Monster was forward with no boost. And Terpos will just drive it down the field, and now they need a massive kickoff. Monster, Terpos beats him out to the boost, tries to pop it, gets another reset, and makes it a clean sweep for the victory.
Bruh.
As we go to the threes for seeding purposes, but Make a Whiff have secured their spot in the finals as well. Yeah, they had a couple of good opportunities. I feel like Monster was very effective on shots, but they did fire. I did think they did fire a couple of shots straight at Terpos as well. If they could have definitely given Terpos a little bit more to think about with the amount of shots that they had. But obviously Terpos's defense very elite at the same time. It would take a strong shot. Does he make fours happen? No! Just play the damn game. Oops. Oh, these two teams, man. Terpos up high. How soon can he affect this game now? He's already had a goal in 11 seconds and 30 seconds, respectively. Shaq nearly finishing it up. Workshop maps, get left involved. 11v11, didn't he do that? That was the worst thing ever. He did an 11v11, I remember that video. Like, full football field, essentially. Yeah, no one scored, like, all pros, and no one scored for, like, 8 minutes of gameplay. They did, like, 8 or 10 minutes of gameplay, and no one scored. Oh, so close from Vawzenn. It was a dangerous ball forwards. Just like a real funny match. Yeah, for real. Is the way. I feel like, yeah, when the teams were so evenly matched that it was like just 22 basically pro players in there. It was like no one is going to be so out of place that anyone's going to score. Every time someone scores, the field gets smaller. I like that, actually. I like that idea. That's not a bad idea at all. Or there's less boost on the field or something along those lines. Shaq opening up the scoring early. Oh, say early, it's a minute and a half into the game, actually. Monster just pops the ball centre. You can see that's probably not what he wanted. He may have wanted to put that up the wall. But the savagery is it pops centre. And Shaq has had an outstanding game. Has Shaq been nominated in like every single MVP of the week? I feel like he has, because he's just like won every single one series, and he's showing up here in the threes as well right now. Challenge by Terpos on Monster. Only Whiz for him to beat now. He's got another reset, but elected not to use it. Dropped the ball down instead. High from Monster. Dem is not going to be able to chase this. Terpos is going to be the first one in there. Whiz pops it centre, but Terpos with the huge clear. Monster off the side. Terpos looking for the double on the centre. He runs into Dementor on the wall, and Dementor gets it away over the top of Vawzenn. This is dangerous now for Make a Whiff. Dementor does well to keep a run on this play, but they have eventually given it up. Well, no. Well, you say that. Technically, Frosty is a higher rank than Shaq. They're pretty comparable, but I think Frosty. What's the rank spread like? So the average across the tournament, Nathan, is GC now. The average across this tournament is GC. Yeah, so Frosty doesn't play ones, Frosty's a threes player. Frosty's very much a threes player. Shaq probably would be higher in the ones. Or Terpos looking for the greys across the net. See an awkward touch come out from Shaq off Monster's attempt now. Good challenge by Terpos on Dementor. Whiz up high. This ball, though, just keeps popping into the side. Monster finds his way through. Well left from Dementor. Good communication there. Monster clearly screaming at Dementor to leave this ball, and he does. And Monster gets an absolute send. Yeah, there's been a lot of discussions about that. But we did a survey. So there has been a couple of things going round of people saying that the rank is slowly creeping up of the tournament. But at the same, Terpos just can't keep him out of the game, can you? Just finds space here. You see all three of the blue players on the left-hand side corner of that field, and Terpos just essentially walks it in. Yeah, it is hard enough running one. You are right there, Cry. Run them side by side. Yeah. I mean, part of the beauty of this is some of the lower ranked players get to play with the higher ranked players in a competitive environment that isn't, you know, them smurfing in a ranked lobby. You know, they get to play in a fair, what should be a fairly fair distribution. And we did do a survey before this iteration, and I think 80% of the people that responded to the survey said they were happy with the level of competitiveness that it is right now. Obviously, that is before this chapter, so we will be asking people for their feedback again after this chapter, and it'll contain a lot of the same questions probably. How are you guys feeling about the competitiveness and the overall, you know, skill base of the tournament? Because we're not RLCS. Our job here is to make you guys happy in terms of what you guys want to see from the event, the skill base of our events. See Make a Whiff though taking an extravagant lead in the threes. They just look so strong, haven't they? See I was going to say Cartoon. Yes, that is still his name right now. Terpos just looking as dangerous as ever. Speedrun have been outmatched here in the first game. Dementor Monster chasing Terpos down, but he still couldn't get him away from the ball, and the pitch goes center. Wiz up high now. Can Wiz get one for the road? But no. They are still dominating. It wouldn't be the first. Well, Shaq, we've been told it wouldn't be the first 6-0. So Mers' team, Mers. All good. Yeah, Mers' team 6-0'd Scrappy's team, I believe. It is a little rough. But it does happen. Oh yeah, my bad. That's gone to the wrong side. Thank you, Cass, as always. Yeah, so it wouldn't be the first one. It'd be the second one, but it wouldn't be the first one. This chapter. It is unfortunate to see, like take nothing away from Make a Whiff. They've played outstanding in all 3 game modes. To be fair. But yeah. It's from a spectacle point of view. It is. It's not something I like to see often. I'll put it that way. But again, they've just been in a league of their own today. Make a Whiff. I was pretty sure they were going to take at least one of the specialist game modes, the non-threes game modes. I thought they were going to take at least one of either the 1s or the 2s, but it wasn't to be for them right now. They will still have another crack at it though. They will move down to the 2-2 group for who sets up the tourneys. So we all have different bits of the roles, but essentially Riz and Choco do the bulk of the work in terms of organising the players and the brackets, like looking at who we have available, who we want in the tournament, essentially in terms of, you know, the community base, who's new, who do we want, who are we essentially looking to avoid based on bad experiences in previous iterations, if you know what I mean. And then there's a few others that come in to help out. So myself, Mersby, I feel like did a little bit of help. I think a few of us came together to help out and do the actual team balancing. So I think Riz and Monster, I can see him on the field, that's why. Riz and Choco did the first iterations of building the teams, and then we got second and third opinions based off based off of outside eyes, like myself, Nurs, etc., etc. But it's always hard when there's players we don't know. So again, this chapter started off with a lot of players that we didn't know, which made it difficult. But as soon as we did the round 1 balance patch, what a shot from Wiz though. Great angles on him. The open Speedrun's account as he just pops this ball high for himself, takes over the shot from Dementor. Yeah. So, but after the round 1 balance patches, we've seen a lot closer games than some of the. Did you just say balance patch? Yes, I did say balance patch. Why? Yeah, after the round 1 balancing, we did see a lot closer games than what we thought. Just sounds like a game update. It essentially was. What we essentially did was we balance patched the game, the tournament. That is essentially what we did. Good challenge from Shaq. Well, we found it in this. So this chapter and 2 chapters ago, when we first got players like Wolftick and all that involved, when they first got involved, those are the 2 major tournaments that we've had to do serious balance patches. But they're also, like, coincidentally and unsurprisingly, they're the 2 tournaments where we had the most amount of new intake of players. So we have no idea how these guys are gonna go in this format. It was really hard for us to judge. It's really hard for us to judge, and some people are not really forthcoming about the ranks as well. Terpos just can't keep him out the game. They've struggled to keep him quiet for the entire crew battle. You see that ball just pop away from Wiz, just Dem slow onto the wall, and Terpos seizes the opportunity. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot. Yeah, there's not a lot. Like, some teams do just work well together, and they have just gelled really well. And it's not necessarily that a person is not the rank that they've said that they are. They've just played and come together really well. And some people improve. So sometimes we get new lower rank players. Yeah, Eucliffs and Hooks would not be able to be a team this crew battle. It'd be far too. It'd be far too. Yeah, like you. I'm not that. As much as I love you, Nathan, you'd really struggle. No, he hasn't, Brown. This is for them now. They will be 3-1 going into the finals. And yeah, I think the one that they lost. Are we right in saying that the one that they lost was the one that he had to be subbed out for? Someone else can fact check that, surely. Vawzenn high now. Demi sending it into the ground. It's a really awkward touch for Monster to get, and Terpos goes high, looks for the extra touch. Is he going to get it? No, it just skims his nose, but he got the boost, and it's a dangerous shot. And Demi just rooted on the back line. Good challenge by Vawzenn to affect the 50 and pick up from Terpos. That's a great ball from Shaq. Terpos just helps it on its way, but Dem is there now. Good 50. Terpos in a dangerous spot. Dem with no boost. Wiz goes high. Monster does see him away. Off of the side. But as I said, Speedrun are not out. This was a little bit of a painful affair for them, but they are still, after this game, they will be 2-2. So they will still get another crack at the finals. I think this is it's been a little bit too much for them to overcome on this particular occasion. challenge from Wiz. Monster helps it forward on his way. Good synergy from the Speedrun, but it came to an end with a challenge from Vawzenn, and that is a dangerous shot, well saved out by Wiz. It looks like it will be. It is the second one. It is. That is a clean sweep across the board, and that is probably my fastest stream of this crew battle. Unfortunate for Speedrun, but well played to make a whiff. It'll be a difficult one to swallow, but they will have to regain and come back for their next match. Their next match, they will still be playing for a spot in the finals. They will just be playing now in the 2-2 bracket. Bruh. No worries. GG's. Righto. And with that, cheers, guys, for making your way down and watching this one with me. It's been an absolute pleasure. I think we have another one that is being hosted by your man Reza in 33 minutes. It is a big one. Yes, see us in half an hour. GG's. Yeah, well played, Vawzenn. Well played, Shaq. Very good showing from you guys. It will be Whiffersniffers versus Dignitossers. So Vaisha is playing J-Style in the ones, and it will be Mers and Panther versus Mulking and Jack, actually. Should it be a good game? But anyway, yes, that'll be all from me now. Be sure to tune in 33 minutes time and catch up with